What's up, guys? So this is more of a chill stream. We're just getting some back testing in. Gonna be looking at the market, what we can learn. Wow, we're getting a lot of after hours movement here. Um, Something I'm gonna start. I haven't looked at the market at all yet today, but there's gonna be a lot of great, interesting trades. But before that, I actually want to look at this current pump, and I'm curious if once again because I want to backtest this more often. If Asia has a first line for value gap, this is something I want to um, get more familiar with, right? And Asia does have a first line for value gap, but it becomes a breakaway gap. You can see that is, you know, arguably that's really bullish, right? Okay, there's nothing else to look at with that. I was hoping maybe we would use it, but we didn't, so. Okay. And also, I want to see if London has a first center for value gap as well. This is something else I want to see. Let's go look at London real quick. Just because I'm curious, you know. So London first center for value gap would be here. I don't really think that gets used very well. It actually kind of does get used right there. Actually, low-key kind of gets used. This is just something I want to backtest because my brain's thinking about it right now. So this is what we're going to look at, is London first presented for value gaps. So London sessions from 2 until 5. So the first center for value gap for London should be the gap that forms after 2, the first one. So let's see. Yeah, this is interesting. Should we check to see if there was another one? Here's Asia first center for value gap. Wow, that one got used as well. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think it is pretty valid. Here's 18, 1801, 1802. I think this is pretty cool, guys. I don't know about you guys. I want to backtest this more often, but I think this is a thing, right? Look, Asia first center for value gap. We dip our toes in. We dip our toes in, and then what? We get low time frame expansion off of it. Wait, that's not Asia percent for value gap. I lied. That's a I don't know what that is. That's eight. Asia starts at 20. So it would be right here. I lied, guys. Asia for Central Agap would be right here. Still gets used. Maybe this one's valid too. Maybe both versions of it are valid. This is something to consider, right? Oh, I actually have a template for this. Yeah, this is so cool. Okay. I'm just now realizing I can have multiple different versions of this. So we could have a 18 o'clock Asia for Center for Value Gap and a 20 o'clock Asia for Center for Value Gap. If I don't talk a lot, it's because I'm just listening to music, so. But this is how you learn, honestly. Dang, that's cool. You catch the shorts off of this one and the longs off of this one. Now this is how you trade Asia. Whoops. Man, this gets me hyped. Let's drop to a 15-second. We had a lot of charts to clear out. That's sick. You guys see the two trades? Here's one. Oh, that's so cool. So in my opinion, both are valid. Check this out. Right, so this right here. This is one trade. This is another trade. No drawdown. That's sick. So yeah, first strike works in Asia. Down to the first center for value gap and then up off of it. Measure that like that. No drawdown on that one. Now that is cool. So I guess I'm not really sorry. I'm really interested in Asia and London first presented for value gaps. This is something I've not really thought about until just recently. Well, it's crossed my mind, but I'm really thinking about it more now. This was on Monday. April 20th. So okay. 20-30 first strike. 1 minute, 15 second. 20, 40, 15. First strike, 1 minute, aligned with the 15-second. It's pretty cool. All right. We gotta record this as trade of the day. This was trade of the day. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, well, they're both trade of the day. Both of them were really, really nice. The longs, which I missed, and then the shorts, which I caught, but I should have caught the longs too. But it's all good. It's all good. That's why you keep showing up. And then basically all the true opens got back tested. Okay. And we had SMT, I think, with this high. So I'm going to clean up the chart here. 10, 50. Is that the most recent one? No, but it's not. Yes, but it's not helpful. I think trade of the day was first strike here. That's going to be trade of the day. Well, both of them are. I don't know. I really like both of them. I wanted to take this first one so bad. Where was midnight? Oh, did someone just give a heart? Let's go. Appreciate it, guys. So yeah, I took this trade live, and you guys see what like the first strike. Hopefully it's like pretty obvious, right? We have the first presented fair value gap. My guess is we had SMT with this high. And I took it live. And we also had Cantina kill shot, which the reason it's Cantina kill shot and not just a random outside bar is because this was actually right as news came out. It was just some random thing someone said. So SMT, we're looking for SMT. I'm not seeing SMT with that high, but it might have been with YM. So let's go check YM. We're getting into it. We're getting into it. Here we go. Yeah, I was definitely with YM. So there's your SMT. Obviously, the macro didn't, it worked for the longs, but not for continuation. How do you take trades on such a low time frame? Because it's aligning time and price. That if the biggest reason, right, is because it's very specific. It's a very specific PD array. For instance, the first presented for value gap, right? Anytime you get 5 or 15-second change in state off of the first presented for value gap, like it is such a specific, very specific key level that the 15-second and 5-second change in states are going to be insanely correct off of it. And the reason people struggle with low time frames is because, well, there's so much noise. There's so many on the screen right now. There are probably like 300 change in state of deliveries, right, on the 15-second. How do you know which one to use? Because there's like 300 different ones. Because I'm only interested in one thing, and it's the first presented for value gap. That's the only thing on this screen I'm interested in. This one, we don't really use the first presented for value gap, so I don't like that one that much. This one, it's undeniable that we've now used it. So now we get change in state of delivery. Well, you have two different ones. One here, which is more precise. You also have the lower one. So I like the lower one, and that's the one I entered off of. So that's how you trade low time frames, is understanding, like, okay, what is the reason people suck at low time frames? It's because they're having to deal with so much noise, right? There's so much more noise on the lower time frame. So what you do is you get a very specific PD array, a very specific key level, like the first presented for value gap. And then now you're not guessing. So like this, first presented for value gap. This is actually a 15-second change in state. And I took this trade on Sim. It was an awesome trade. So what I was thinking is, well, one way you could do it is like this. I didn't think that was necessary. I measured it out, I think, like that. Let's check. So your key levels can be highs and lows. Maybe backtest that. I don't really know. Maybe backtest that, because I'm not sure what you mean. But if it works for you, then you could do that. And FEGs. Yeah, your key level can be a fair value gap, yes. Exactly. Yeah, so it's looking like this is how you do it. Okay, from here to here. Then I actually want to move it like this. That's so, so beautiful. What is this box? I don't know. I don't really care. So we have more true opens here. So 105230 actually wasn't really used. Unless it was. No, it wasn't. But we have low time frame one here. So it's going to be... And midnight wasn't used either because midnight's all the way up here. And then 730, do you have a model? I have multiple models. Yep. Yeah, 730 is all the way up there. So one of them is first strike, where basically you take a change in state of delivery off of the first center value gap on the 15-second or the 5-second. So yeah, all the other ones aren't used, but we have other true opens, but we have, let's see. Sorry, I'm switching the song. Over time, I want my templates to be super clean. So there's 1143. There's also 1205. 1205 is the one we want to use, for sure. We could even look at the Pico Open, just for fun. So this is a Nano True Open. Breaking cycles down to 22.5 minutes. And then there's also something called Pico True Opens, which are breaking cycles down to 5.6 minutes. So now I'm going to look at the Pico Open. Can you check 10-10 today on NQ? Why did that trade fail? We had SMT, we swept a high, 1 minute CSD. Yeah, we'll check that. You know, I wasn't thinking that the Pico Opens were useful outside of the opening range, like 9:30 to 10:30, but I'm actually changing my stance on that because I don't know. I just have seen the precision. I've seen the precision. It's too perfect to ignore. So we want to use 1207.01.875. So let me finish this. gonna take a while to get all the Pico opens in here, but it's okay. There's so many. There's 256 Pico opens. Yeah, I'm not gonna get all those. See, I would go stop loss. Let's see. Actually, yeah, I guess you would go stop loss here. You know how to do on the lower time frame? Yeah, you don't need to know how to do on the lower time frame. That's okay. It's okay. I would go to the body here. That's what I would do. Okay. Okay, we're going to look at that trade that you wanted me to look at in just a second. Let me finish this. And yes, I did take this trade. This was beautiful, dude. Alright, I'm almost done. I'd actually mark the sweep out like this. There you go. And yes, I did take this trade. So it's not really during a macro, but it's still good. $12:08:30. First strike. 1 minute 15 second. Let me switch the screen. Thanks. Um, before I look at that trade, I need to also mark out the Cantina kill shot. I'll look at that trade after. But the Cantina kill shot is this, right? 15-second outside bar forms, right? This trade is a little bit wider than the other one. But the reason this was important is because there was news that came out at this exact time that wicked out that high. If I go to Forex Factory, check this out. It's probably on Forex Factory. If it's not, then it's probably somewhere else. Yeah, Vance will depart. It should be this. Added at 1:14 p.m. What is this, Eastern or 9 Eastern time? Okay, we gotta figure out what time zone we're in. It says 9:08 p.m. So this should be Eastern. Probably on Financial Juice. Yeah, let's check. Let me just check Financial Juice. But I'm pretty sure what happened is right at this time, we had. Yeah, I'm gonna check Financial Juice. And let me also make sure this is in Eastern time. Okay. So this right here was 1409 on Financial Juice. 1409 is 1609. So that means whatever this is 2 hours early. I'm taking out my AirPods. So this says 1409. This was at 1609. So we need to go back to 10:03 on here. So much red folders, just random stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. See? Told you. Look at what happened. At 10:03, you see that red folder? You see that? That's how I knew that this Cantina kill shot was going to work. That's how I knew. Because it was a red folder news event. Let's go to Financial Juice on here. This is how I knew. Okay. So it says 10:03, but that's the wrong time zone because I'm in Idaho time. So let me switch this to Eastern time, and then you'll see, bro. I need to sign up. Okay, hang on. Let me sign up. I accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. Oh no. Please tell me I don't have to restart. Why can't I just get and I just want to have it be in Eastern so I can show how cool this is. Uh anyway, this is supposed to be 10:03 or 12:03. So now, all of a sudden, you have the same exact trade, but with this is a Cantina kill shot. And Cantina kill shot goes down 2 projections. And then 4 projections. Now that, my friends, is very, very cool. Alright, are you still here, Arlius? Arlius, I'll do that. I'll review that thing you want me to look at, if you're still here. You see how powerful pairing outside bar with news is? So sick. You could have entered on the retest of the outside bar. You could have. You're still here? Okay. Let me post this in trades from today. This is so cool. Like, this is not like maybe this happened. This is undeniable. This is undeniable, and I took it. I took this trade live. Would it be better if I entered on a retest the outside bar? Yeah, obviously. But, bro, I mean, are you really gonna complain? This is still. I mean, this once again, this is amazing. This is an amazing trade. Wait, let's get rid of this real quick and let me re-screenshot this. It's undeniable. Undeniable. Okay, 12:03 Cantina kill shot on the 15-second. Okay, guys. So, yeah, we'll go over to what you wanted to look at. 10-10 today. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the trade at 10-10. Yeah, 12:03 continue kill shot on the 15-second. Okay. So 10-10. 10-10. Okay. Let me plug this in. It's so cool how the market trades will appear as red folder news happens. Oh, I forgot I was going to record a separate version of the trade where I entered on a retest. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let's just go what you were looking at. So 10-10 you want to look at. We swept the high. And we had 1 minute CISD. Oh. Like this? Like this? I mean, the main thing is we have this external gap. But, you know, you were right on, right? You can't be too upset because you were right on. You were just a little too early. You were right on, right? Sometimes, this means that you're very close, Arlius, and so you shouldn't beat yourself up about this because your idea was completely right. The market's gonna do this a lot, where you'll have external liquidity that gets swept, right? This is something I preach a lot, right? You'll have external liquidity that gets swept, and you might say, "Oh, this is an internal sweep." Honestly, this is not really an obvious internal sweep. So here's external liquidity getting swept, equal highs. And then here's internal liquidity, like a true internal liquidity sweep right here. So this internal liquidity sweep, yeah, it's there, right? It does exist. We sweep out this high, but it's not that obvious. This internal liquidity sweep, this one is a lot more obvious than this one, right? So now we have external liquidity swept and internal liquidity swept, which is usually what you want to see. And then at this point, we inverse this gap, and that's what delivers us lower. So a lot of time it comes down to, waiting for obvious external and internal liquidity to get swept. But the good thing is you were completely right on everything. You're right on everything. And you knew that we were going to get this retracement, and we did. And then, you could just target there. Or you could even just target 1-to-1. Nothing wrong with that. Or you could leave it to go further, but you'd probably get break evened out. So So I was gonna look at the version that I can't go look at it now. Dang it, I messed this up. Should I have just re-entered? Not necessarily, because you don't want to overtrade. I guess it just requires a little bit of patience, which it's just not easy. It's not. You could have re-entered. I mean, nothing says you can't, but it's just, once you start re-entering over and over again, if you're wrong, you're gonna lose way more than you want to lose. So it's hard. I feel that same way sometimes, but anyway, this same thing. Let me re-screenshot this. But now this one is on a retest of the outside bar. So this is Cantina kill shot as well, but this is on a retest. And then we can project out that. Whew. Sheesh. That's cool. Alright, so now we go 3 projections. We go 3 projections, and then eventually 8 projections. So Imagine if you took that. Oh, you'd be so good. You'd be goated. Wait, the financial juice data is delayed? What? Is my financial juice data on my phone delayed? I don't think my financial juice data on my phone's delayed. I don't know. I think I got this right when it happened. I remember getting this alert right as it happened, so I guess it's delayed on the computer and not on the phone. That's weird. You have to admit, that's kind of weird. Anyway, boom. There you go. Got a little retest on that. At 12:09. Cantina kill shot. 12:09. What is this? 12:09.0. Cantina kill shot on the 15 second. This one's on retest. Alright, I kind of want to look at something else. Dang, we really just stayed high resistant through here and then used this. We got to look at the Dynamis trade, dude. This is sick. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Okay, we got to look at this. Okay. So, once again, this beautiful trade here. Souping this true open. Just very obvious, too. This is very obvious. We have an order block. Actually, there's two different propulsion block trades. 1, 2. So, order block, propulsion block, delivery lower. Order block, propulsion block, delivery lower. Here's one. We might actually want to measure it out like that. So order block, propulsion block. Now that is nice. What's a cantina kill shot? So basically, what will happen is you'll have some kind of news, right? It's either market open or some kind of news. Maybe it's a Trump tweet. Maybe it's just regular red folder news. Whatever the case, you'll have news or market open, and uh, obviously news is very violent, and typically when news happens, a lot of people lose money, right? So, who do you think's making money on the people losing money? Well, one, insider trading, obviously. But two, once that direction is established, once that market takes out all the liquidity and then closes the other direction, then at that point, it's the traders who are quickest to get on side with the move. And so what Cantina Killshot does is it combines that idea of here's a news event. It's going to deliver price to opposing liquidity. Okay, cool. Now we just got to get our entry, which is just an outside bar. So basically what'll happen is going into a news event. So this was today. You'll see this was Vance not departed for Iran talks. All of a sudden I saw us whipsaw out all of these highs with SMT, souping the true open, and then close lower. This is what's called an outside bar. So the prior candle, we take the high and the low of the prior candle, and then a lot of the time we close with displacement. So this is an outside bar. So boom, entry on the outside bar, and it's paired with a news event, right? And then we deliver down 4 projections. So this is Cantina kill shot pairing outside bar, pairing an outside bar with a news event or market open. That's Cantina kill shot. And it can be on any time frame. Alright. Dude, this is a sick trade too, though. This one's fun. We actually, you know what? Psych, actually, this works best to mark it out like this. So order block, we hit mean threshold here. Boop. Guys, how many times do I have to see this before I just say, you know what? This is just kind of like the way that it works, right? Thanks, Jake. Great explanation. Yeah, dude. I'm glad that it made sense. I'm glad that it made sense. That's cool. This is something you'll see so much of the time where the order block, we hit the 0.5. The mean threshold. And then the propulsion block will hit the 0.25. Did it happen again? It happened again, bro. This just keeps repeating over and over. It's like, it gets to a point where it's literally like, this is like spidey senses. Like, I can just know, like, oh, wow, we probably used the midpoint of the order block and the 0.25 of the propulsion block. Oh, wow, I was right. Yo, I should make a model. I just thought of something. I should make a model which soups the 0.25 of a propulsion block and does it super aggressively, like similar to the Phoenix Zero model. Remember Phoenix Zero? Dude, this is a great idea. How many times have you seen 0.25 of a propulsion block hit perfectly and then deliver? How many times have you seen? I've seen it so many times to the point where I'm like, yo, let's just have a version of this where I can just soup 0.25 with a very aggressive stop loss and then be in. Like, that's a good model. So the way I would do this is I'd say probably put, I mean, obviously it depends on how aggressive you want to be. So maybe you enter at 0.25 or like right prior to 0.25. I'm trying to think of the best way for this new idea to go. Let's actually drop down to, I know this is getting a little ridiculous, but let's drop down to a lower time frame than this. And I will bring it back up, but I just want to really zoom in here to really get, because if I'm making a new discovery, I kind of want to have a really, really good framework for it. So here's the propulsion block. Let's actually make sure the propulsion block's measured out correctly. So I'm measuring out from the body to the high, right? 0.25 hit perfectly, okay? So like I said, if I'm going to make a model for this, I want to, do it in the most precise way possible. So once again, from the open of the body to the high of that candle. That's just the way that I would measure it out in this scenario. Okay? Then okay. So now let's pop a really detailed gradient on this thing, right? So there's 0.25 of the propulsion block. Where could you safely have stop loss within the propulsion block? Where do you guys think? Right? So we could go, here's 0.25, here's 0.5, here's 0.75. Okay? Where within this could we safely have stop loss? I would think 0.25, 0.5. So what is this? 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8. So 8/16, 9/16, 10/16, 11/16. I would say 11/16 of the propulsion block. That's a pretty safe spot for your stop, don't you think? Like, we shouldn't go, because the reason I would say that is because sometimes we'll use the mean threshold, right? But we really would never go past this. Right before consequent encroachment. Yeah, you could go right. You could go right before consequent encroachment. It's a mean threshold. It's I. So if it's like a block, like if it's order block, propulsion block, something block, then it has a mean threshold, and it's I don't know, bro. I that's technically that's the way Ice-T says it. He's like, it's not. He's like, he's very particular about it. He's like, it's not consequent encroachment if it's a block. It's a mean threshold. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We call it consequent encroachment. But yeah, basically, I'm thinking 11/16 of the propulsion block. I don't think it would ever go past that from my back testing, right? So I'm going to call this nah, you right, my bad. I'm gonna need a name for this. I'm gonna call this. Wait, let me. I'm gonna need to ask. I don't have ChatGPT subscription anymore because I switched over to Grok. So hopefully Grok is as good at naming things as ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is so good at naming stuff. Okay, Grok, can you help? Here. I don't know. I don't know if I like any of those. You could also go like this. That'd be crazy. What's the name of the meteor that killed the dinosaurs? It's called the Chicxulub im the chicks. Oh my gosh, this is such a good name. The Chicxulub Impactor. Oh, now we are talking. Oh, that is such a sick name. Oh my gosh, this is such a good name. So basically, what this is, and honestly, the 16th thing, that's kind of like up to your own interpretation. Honestly, you probably just have stop loss at the swing high. But basically, what the Chicxulub Impactor is basically souping at 0.25 into a propulsion block with a very aggressive stop loss. But it's specifically usually when we already kind of had a, 0.5 of the order block used and it's high resistant. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is so sick. Oh my gosh, this is such a good name. So what is Chicxulub Impactor? Let me quickly put the little definition box here. Souping aggressively into at 0.25 of propulsion block. Okay, how do I word this? With an incredibly tight stop loss. Usually best when into high resistant liquidity. OB already used and is souping some kind of high. I might actually just copy all this and maybe make it in the... That is so cool. Now tell me who else is discovering stuff like this. Tell me who else. Who else? It's just me. Yeah. Every day, come around, stick around more often. I discover stuff like this all the time. It's crazy. Not to mention, the 22.5 minute true open. Getting souped. Okay. $12, $35, $25. I wonder if that's a 369 time. Sorry, my curiosity is getting the best of me. I have to check. What is 1 plus 2? 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 5. No way. Bro, these markets are crazy. Yo. My mind is blown. Oh my gosh. I haven't used digital roots in a while, but I mean, oh my gosh. On a trade like this, the fact that the digital root of 9 was the exact high is just I'm without words. That is so cool. Imagine one day I'll take the Chicook Slub Impactor, and then I'll take Dynamis, and I'll take the Inversion, and then I'll Kufu stack it all the way down. Wow. Doesn't this just make you smile? Like, this is just so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot this. So what time was this at? You wanna know what time? It was at 12 Oh, this is on the wrong day. Oh no, I gotta go make a new folder for today. Algo time. So I'm trying to. I need to explain. I need to explain. So, first of all, you guys aren't gonna know unless you watch this video I made. So, take a break from the live stream and go watch this video because you will not understand what I'm talking about unless you watch this video. Oh, there's 4 watching. That's crazy. Okay, so you won't understand what I'm talking about unless you watch this video I made a while back. So it is 369 timing, right? So this one with Nikola Tesla, and basically, right? You need to go watch it, but if it you gotta go watch it. But 9 is the highest probability one, right? And this, right when we hit the 0.25, this time that we hit it, 12:35:25, has a digital root of 9. 12:35:25 has a digital root of 9. So this is what I mean when I say the market's perfect, right? Why was there no drawdown? Because not only was it our Chicago Slub Impactor trade, but also we're entering at a digital root of 9. So let me screenshot this again. I kind of want to take a look at true opens as well. 12:35:25. Chick X Ulub Impactor 1 minute 9 number 2. So I kind of want to, what's it called? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, look at the load time from true open. Okay, let me go ahead and do that real quick. I forgot how much fun backtesting is. I forgot how much fun backtesting is. Backtesting is so much fun, it's ridiculous. It does, it does, it does. So, okay. Yeah, so basically, this is gonna be really fun. Okay? Here's our Pico open. Oh my gosh, this is fun. This is so... Trading is just perfect. Trading is perfect. Look at this. Here's our Pico open. 12:35:09. 0.375. That's our 5.625 minute true open. I already have it. What the heck? So now, now do you see why it's helpful to get the Pico open? Because now I just see that get manipulated. Where's the 22.5 minute one? 12:28. 12:28:07. I know this is not normal backtesting. I know, but it's fun. It's more fun than normal. Just knowing what's possible is just crazy. This is another way to take it. I'm going to tell my Discord. They're going to hate me. Drum roll. Drum roll, please. Wait, first let's do the... What the? The heck? Did you guys know if you type Chicxlub Impactor on Google, there's a meteor? Yo! I'm having fun right now. Why is there a meteor? What, bro, why is there a meteor when I search this? Yo! Oh. What the? Log in? What do you mean log in? Bro. It thinks I'm a bot. Please reset your password to log in? Yo. What? What is going on? Reset your password to log in? That is overboard. I was just using Discord. Hey, you're receiving this message. Believe your account may have been compromised. Reset password. Okay, fine. You think someone hacked me? You think someone hacked me? Hmm. I'm all sussed out now. Hopefully I didn't get hacked. Hello, Discord has limited access. Limited your access. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. What do you mean suspicious activity? I didn't do anything. Yeah, I can't talk in Discord. The heck? Yo! Your message could not be delivered. What? What? We highly recommend you have a strong password enabled two-factor authentication. Guys, I am banned on Discord. What the heck? Sorry, guys. I didn't mean for this to happen. I don't know. This is so strange. I can't really do anything about this. I gotta figure this out right now. Sorry, guys. I gotta kind of like stop the stream. I mean, I'm still gonna keep the stream going, but I'm gonna try and figure this out. What even happened? I don't even know how this. What? Discord. Let's just look up Discord support. Okay, I'll just email support. Dude, what? Sorry, guys. I'm gonna email support right now on Discord. But, like, what the heck? Okay, so That's so weird. I'm emailing them. Hey, if anyone's watching this, can you guys put a message in the Discord saying I got banned? Okay, I just sent the message. Alright, well, hopefully that fixes it. And guys, I got banned on my own Discord server. Uh... Hopefully they respond to me soon. Alright. Back to what we were looking at. So, what I was initially wanting to look at was the fact that this was a dynamis. Dynamis trade, meaning, right, you just have a propulsion block, and then you get a line time frame change in state off of it. So, like this. This is initially what I was looking at. And this is a very, very clean trade. Very, very clean. This is, yeah, amazing. Now I take this down 4 and then 7 projections. That's basically the golden standard. So 4 projections. You could even go like this. Let's see if that's better. I'd go from here to here. So 4. Got you, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you send the message in my Discord saying that I got banned? Like, someone let everyone know, and that if there's any suspicious activity that, like, I don't know, there's just weird stuff going on right now. So, but yeah, I got banned. But anyway, the trade I was intending to look at was this, right? Very, very simple dynamis. I do this with first strike and with dynamis. I like to target 7 projections and 4 projections each. And basically when I hit 4 projections, I go break even and then leave the rest off to go to 7 projections. It's a pretty good way to go. Yeah, this is my dynamis model. Beautiful. And the fact we're delivering from 0.25 is just cherry on the cake. Just gotta keep going, guys. Just keep going. Just keep going. Keep showing up. Keep learning. Keep growing. Execute. Show up. Get better. Keep learning. Keep trading. Keep getting better. And one day, Everything changes. $12.36. $12.36.00. This is Dynamis. 1 minute propulsion block line with a 5-second change in state. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you for sending that. Only me would get banned from my own Discord server. Only me. Only me. Let's see if Discord responded to me yet. It's possible. They might have fast service. Nope. Not that fast, unfortunately. I wonder if someone watched me put in my password. I don't know. It's weird. That's really weird. You think someone watched me put in my password? I don't even know how they would do that. Maybe someone hacked me. It's possible. Someone watched my stream. I just made that Financial Juice account. It kind of actually makes a little bit of sense. If I made the Financial Juice account and someone saw me put in... Maybe someone tried to hack me. I don't know. It's possible. Anyway, it's a little weird. Hey, there's still 4 people watching. Alright, guys, let's just move on from this whole thing. Discord's going to respond to me, and hopefully I'll get this all figured out. If not, I'll make a new Discord account and make a new server. Not the end of the world. I mean, well, hopefully I don't have to make a new server, but... Discord account, I mean, what does Discord account mean anyway? It doesn't mean anything to me. So, anyway, it's all good. Now, what would really suck is what happened to Dodgy, where his whole entire YouTube got hacked, and that's why I always have 2-factor and stuff on my YouTube. That stuff stresses me out like crazy. Do everything I can not to have that happen to me. Alright guys, let's look at something else. I want to look at the long off of the first center value gap. That was earlier in the morning. So let's get rid of everything else. And then, you know, there were obviously more propulsion block trades through here. But, you know what? I'm going to look at the first striker to the upside now. Over here. Oh, wait. I never got a 1 minute view of this. I mean, look at this. Look at how perfect this is. So, yeah, let's go back now. Of the propulsion block. I need to make a market recap today. I really want to make one. Okay, so let's go over to the first center for value gap here. Bring this back over. Let's get rid of everything else now. And let's talk about this amazing trade that I said live on stream. I was like, guys, I really like this, and then I missed it. And I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry because I missed the greatest trade of the day, which was this first strike off the first center for value gap after inversing it, right? So it gets inversed, we back test it, backfill it, continue up to the market open high, and then run all these low resistance highs as well. But I would have just taken profit at the market open high. But like, guys, this I would have taken. And the fact I didn't, the fact I missed it makes me want to cry because it was so good. One of the most textbook first strikes ever. First of all, we have SMT with this low over here, or something like that. Some kind of high time from SMT. I'm not gonna go look. There is SMT with this, with a low over here or something. I'm not gonna go through and look right now. It's just gonna take too much time. But there is SMT with some kind of low. And then I think we had taken true weak open. Yep, and there you go. There's true weak open. So that had gotten taken. And then we went below midnight. This is another reason why I was bullish, because it was above every true open. True week open. We're below 730. What is this? Yeah, we're below midnight. We're below 922.30. And then, ooh, and then I forgot the best part. Is the 22.5 minute true open getting taken. This is incredible. Look at that Phoenix model, by the way. Woo! That's crazy, bro. We just gotta look at that for a second. Ah, that's hot. Now that's hot. This type of Phoenix model that makes you, I don't know, makes you smile. Just makes you smile, man. It's like, whew. And then 2022 model. Oh my gosh. So much fun. Okay, hang on. So I want to also mark out 922.30 and 928. Well, no. There's different true open that I gotta use. 922.30. Here's that true open. Keep in mind, we are below, what is it? we're below 730. So we're below 730. And then here's our 22.5 minute trade open. I think it's literally like 950 something. Yeah. 950.30 something. So like within there. And you see that? You see how that gets, you see how that works? You seeing this here? That gets manipulated at the bottom of the gap. And then change in state right here. I wanted to take this. I missed it. I wanted to cry when I missed it because I knew this was going to be really, really nice. This is kind of random, but you still use Dodgy's indicator. I was actually using it today. That's not random at all. I actually just very recently have been trying to incorporate it more. I've been trying to have it so I have my phone on a focus mode, and I have it only alert, like give me dodgy alerts and real time news, and so and it just alerts my phone whenever one of those two things happen. And so to answer your question, I look at them, right? If I see, oh, dodgy alert, 5 minute inversed, I'm going to go look at it and say, okay, does this mean anything? But, I don't blindly trust it. Maybe, I don't think anyone should, but some people do. But I would just kind of like use it as a alert signal and just say, okay, is this good? You kind of like it? All right, bet. Let's take it. So this is interesting. You could go there's a couple different ways you could do this. You could go aggressive, you can go less aggressive. I think kind of like in between here. I'd probably go like this. It's like in between. Something like that. What's the best way to do this? You saw my video from a few months ago? Yeah. I mean, I like everything I said in that video is kind of the same stance I have on it now. It's just a tool. Use it as a tool. There's 4 projections. There's 7 projections. Incredible. Just beautiful, beautiful trade. Why? Because, well, we inversed it already. We already inversed the first center for value gap. So now I'm already kind of like anticipating a backtesting continuation. Oh my gosh. I was so sad when I missed this. I honestly have problems. How do I even miss this trade? This is like textbook according to my backtesting. How do I miss this? I don't know. The fact that I missed this should be... It should not be possible, but I did. It's upsetting. But I'm just human. I'm human. I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect, right? But I'm trying. So I like this up to, market open high. But obviously you could have held it for 7 projections. You could have held it for what, back to rebalance to 730. All of that's logical. But my preferred interest is this market open high. Wow. Yeah, you have to admit, this is just really cool. Oh, not to mention the absorption. Oh my gosh, we got to talk about the absorption because that was the biggest confluence in the longs. That was the biggest confluence. We got to go look at the absorption. I have a video that will come out explaining the whole absorption stuff soon, eventually, when I finally make it. I mean, I've already made it. I'm almost done editing it. I have 2 different ones that I need to finish. I've been working on them for like a couple weeks, and I get lazy. I gotta get better at it, making the videos consistently. But it's whatever. I'm trying every day to get a little better. Now, okay, I kind of want to. But the fact we're below every true open is just textbook, right? This is textbook. Like, this is what I mean when I say time and price is aligned, because we're below every true open. Not to mention the macro. Okay, we got to look at the macro as well. Now, see, this is true alignment of time and price. This is true alignment. It's perfect. The market's perfect. Watch this. So, once again, I mark out macros from the entry to kind of where I'm targeting. So, even though the macro is from 950 to 1010, I'm just going to mark it out as where I would have entered, which is 2 minutes after the macro, to kind of where I would have targeted, so 958. So my trade is going to occur within this macro here. Yeah, wow. It's pretty incredible, actually. The fact I missed this makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry because of how perfect this is. Wait, that's the wrong one. Yo. Yeah, we gotta look at the absorption. First, I'm gonna screenshot this. Oh man, I hope Discord unbans me. I want to post more trades. I might end the stream soon and do a recap. $9.52 0 first strike, 1 minute 15-second. And where's SB Pro? There were so many whales that sold down here. I wish I just had a really experienced trader to just tell me where all the trades were. So I could just already be a millionaire and then dip and then get better at trading after. Because, yeah, it'd be just nice to have money, because, obviously I'm not a perfect trader, but I'd rather just have someone else who's better at trading just tell me like, hey, Jake, pay attention. There's gonna be a 15-second Phoenix model, right here, and then we're gonna get first strike here, and then we're gonna get 2022 model here, and I'd just be like, bet, and then I would just be a millionaire already. It would just be really really nice because then I'd be a millionaire already, and then I could focus on getting better at trading after I'm already a millionaire. If anyone's rich watching this and is a millionaire and wants to sponsor this idea, hit me up. Hit me up. I'll teach you how to trade. You provide me with the millionaire. I don't know. Just hang out with me. I teach you how to trade. Um, and I don't know. I get the millionaire lifestyle. That'd be cool. Be cool. If you're a millionaire listening, let me know. Let me know. Dude, SB Pro X needs to load. Oh, what the? It's right here. But these type of trades are the exact reason why I hate props, because if I catch a trade like this, I don't want to be restricted because of consistency rule, because I know I have the potential to take like this kind of a Phoenix or this kind of first strike. I almost took this today. I wasn't looking at it, but it's like if I'm doing this on props, they're just gonna punish me. They're gonna say, "Oh, you can't get this payout because you didn't get 50% consistency." It's like, bro, I don't want to deal with that. I do not want to deal with that. I'd rather just trade way less, and then maybe, since it's really expensive to take a trade on personal, I'd rather just every once in a while just take a really high probability trade on personal. That's just the way that I would prefer to do it in the long run. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at all the absorption down here. This was like this is like a pizza party for longs, for smart money. They they opened up the back of the pizza place, put all the pizzas out, and all the seagulls ate all the pizza. And that's basically what happened here. Is all these people were basically the pizzas, that got eaten by the seagulls. And then what happened is it's just free money because all these people are just dumb. They all sold into this dump on market open. Classic Judas swing. So orders get filled here, and then they all get cooked. They all get cooked. Dude, I might not be making any sense. And you know what? I don't care. This is what I'm trying to say is these people got cooked, right? And I can see that. And so now you get a trade opposing all that. I guess let's just mark out each whale one by one. 63, 100, 49, 20, 20. This was the absorption Javier was talking about, right? All this was absorption. Why is the stream frozen? Why is everything frozen? Oh. My gosh. Come on. Okay, things are getting really slow on my end. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to end the stream. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign I should film the market recap. Maybe it's a sign I should film the market recap. Yeah, low key. Mine not froze. Okay. I might film the market recap in like 12 minutes. So at 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. my time, we'll film the market recap. First, I gotta show you guys the there's a traditional Khufu stack. Like, you remember the initial Khufu stack video I made? Well, I guess it's members only, but basically where you have a Phoenix model. This plays out quite a bit. Anyway, I feel like I feel the need to make this to mark this all out because it's relevant, right? It is. So Phoenix model. This is kind of what will happen a lot. If you get on side with the market and you take a trade like if you can get an entry like this, it's incredible. Come on. Right, so we have Phoenix model there. We have 2022 model here. What's 2022 model? It's basically when the market shows displacement above old highs and forms a fair value gap. Usually the fair value gap will be at equilibrium. And I'm just kind of implying this as a gap. Because on the 1 minute it's probably a gap and I don't want to move time frames right now. Uh-oh, I accidentally got rid of that true open. Okay. Phoenix model. 2022 model. Which is also in this case, it's at 0.705. So I call this the let's actually mark it out from here to here. Or maybe from here to here. What do I usually call it? The 2022 golden pocket. And then we have a breaker and a fair value gap. But I don't know, I don't really care about that. Or maybe I do. Now the fun part is always seeing, does it align with the GB partition, right? That's the fun part. Now it doesn't always. It honestly probably won't, but if it does, that's cool. Most likely it won't. Yeah, the rejection block definitely does. The rejection block does. So this is how you get a really, really high confluence Phoenix model is if you see this, absorption, rejection block forms in the rejection block partition of dealing of the Goldbach range. You know this is gonna be yeah. So it's never gonna be like exact science, but it's gonna be like helpful for increased probabilities of like specific key levels. For instance, this rejection block on the 15-second chart is in the rejection block partition, right? So basically, maybe a Phoenix model, which is a little scary to take, gives you a little bit more conviction because you see that the rejection block is within the rejection block partition, and it makes sense in the context because we had all these whales get killed and we have a market open high above, right? Now this 2022 gap is not in the fair value gap partition. Once again, it's not going to be perfect, otherwise it'd be crazy if it was, but we do hit the 0.705, which is within the fair value gap partition, and then we expand. So, yeah, it's a confluence, right? Rejection block in the rejection block partition. So basically what I'm looking at is, okay, nice, this is helpful to identify, maybe give us a little bit more conviction on this Phoenix model trade. right? Because normally this is going to be really scary. Really, really scary trade. I mean, not normally. It just is, period. This is a scary trade. If you don't think this is a scary trade, you're crazy. Right? This is a scary trade to take this Phoenix model, but you know, it's a little bit of moral support from Goldbach for us to see, oh wow, the rejection block is actually within the rejection block partition. So a little bit of moral support is kind of like it's like cheering us on is what it is. What the heck is wrong with that color? And then if you don't see the rejection block, there it is, right? There's the rejection block. I hadn't marked it out, but you know, there it is. There's your rejection block. And my guess is Phoenix Zero probably has no drawdown. Like none. We can check. Well, okay. Psych, there is just there's a little bit of drawdown, but like relatively speaking, how many points that's like 3 ticks of drawdown. It's not bad. And actually, if you measure out the rejection block like this, it's a little bit less. If you measure it out like this, that's interesting. Maybe you want to measure out the rejection block like that, because now that gives you exact precision if you measure it out like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter really. It's a couple ticks. So, you know, there's some value in seeing a Phoenix model occur in the rejection block partition. Now, I'm at some point I might make a name for for a model that has to do with that, but well, I could do it now, but I honestly I don't know what to name it. But basically, when you have a Phoenix model that aligns with Goldbach, it's nice. Nine 39.15 on the 15 second. 9:39:15 on the 15-second. Okay, did Discord unban me yet? Nope, I'm still banned on Discord. Okay, it's 9 p.m. on my time, 11 p.m. Eastern. So I'm gonna film the market recap. Doesn't need to be perfect, I just wanna get it done. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.